Hey guys, it's Nicole. Gosh, it's been a long time since I've done a video. As I'm sure with most of you, it's been kind of crazy with the holidays. Actually, it's been really crazy. And so basically, I had up until Christmas time, I had two large events for my shop, and so that kept me busy with preparing for those. And then of course we had Christmas, and we ended up doing a little surprise deal for our kids, and we took them on a trip. And so we were actually gone over Christmas, and so then of course we've been playing catch up ever since. 2 days after we got back from that, I did leave again and scrapbooked with my friend for about 3 days. And then came home and then pretty much reorganized almost our entire house because I got my husband a new large big screen TV, and so we had to completely change things around. And so I'm finally getting into my scrapbook room, trying to get things put away and cleaned and organized and getting caught up on everything, computer work and all that stuff. So it's kind of been crazy. But anyway, so I wanted to show you, I have a little bit of a haul, not very much. I just hit TJ Maxx and then a little bit from Walmart. And then I haven't done hardly any shopping at all. And then I have some layouts to show you and a mini album to show you from the days that I was scrapbooking with my friends. So first I'll show you the quick haul. It's not very much. Walmart started carrying these canvas rolls, so I grabbed most of the ones that they had. I'd also grabbed a blue chevron, and then she'd forgot to ring it up, and I told her not to worry about it because it had taken me a long time to get rung up, so I was done. So I'm going to go back and get it's this color, but it's in a chevron. So if I don't already have it from Hobby Lobby, but I was excited that they had those and grabbed those. And then I think that's all from Walmart. I think I got some adhesive and stuff. But then from TJ Maxx, they didn't have very much at all. But they did have these, and I grabbed them. They're all glittery silver, red, and white. Oh, and then black as well. And I just like these. I use them to hang pictures and chicken wire frame, like chicken wire, like distressed frames I have around my house. And so I thought those would be really pretty for Christmas. So I got those. And then here. And then they had these, I have a few different things that have cork boards around the house too, and they had these really cute decorative push pins. So I just grabbed those, because I thought they were cute. They were $4.99, and there's 9 in each. I love fleur-de-lis, but I just liked this vintage look. I thought that'd be really pretty, so grab those. And then they had one of these, and since I had gotten that one and really liked it, I wanted to try a different one. I maybe collect them as they come to TJ Maxx, as they're inexpensive. So this one was on clearance for $12. So it was $14.99, sorry. And then before that, it's normally $24. So it's basically, I got it 50% off of what regular price would be. And so it's the Lucky 8 punch is what it is, so. Alright, so that is it for a haul. I told you I didn't have very much. Let's see. Put these away. Okay. So I did get a few layouts done, and then real quickly I'm going to show you a mini album that I did. I used Maggie Holmes's flea market line, and I had bought her a little flip book, and that's already falling off there. Let's see. And I think, with the exception of a couple, I have things falling off all over the place. I might need to do some glossy accents. This thing's been sitting in a bag too since I got home. The only thing I added was this little frog sticker that I think it's from an older line, like Lily Bee Design, I think. And I put that aside for these pictures because it was about my kids being in a play. And my pet peeve, and I'm noticing this with, I'm noticing this with crepe paper. Sorry guys, I can't talk, I'm tired. Is their stickers aren't really sticky. It's kind of annoying. Okay, I even put glossy accents on these and set it for a couple hours and they still aren't sticking. That's okay. So anyway, so this front page here is transparency, and it says always remember, and it has a gold, it's in gold and has a gold heart. And so on this part I just did the date and then this chipboard with a frog sticker. And I'm not going to go through the entire album, but I just wanted to kind of show you. I really wanted, you know, things to be coming off the edges. I wanted a lot of gold because it was, you know, they were on stage and it was, you know, they got to wear makeup and costumes, and so I thought the gold was already in the base pages, so I added a lot of that in. So I did add in, it was gold glitter from DCWV, gold glitter paper. I used that throughout the album as well, and I did add in some of my own washi tape a little bit, but I think most of it's from Maggie Holmes Flea Market. So here I used one of the frames, and then I just used stickers and just random things to cover up if you're going to be seeing through. And you still see through in some parts, and that doesn't really bother me. In fact, I think that's why this was over here probably. So I just, again, just did a lot of layering, and I don't know if you can, I might just do it like this, guys. I'm sorry, it's, I want to get the whole thing in here, so it's going to be sideways for you, but here, I'll do it this way. There we go. So it really goes this way, but I'm just going to show you this way so you can see both pages. So yeah, I just layered papers and stickers and washies, and, yep, so there we go. Use twine and the tags. See that okay? And just had a lot of fun with it. It was, I added in this transparency sheet. There was one, I think, in there, and then I added this one in. Just added a sticker in the middle just to kind of add some interest to the album. I like to have the different textures in there. And again, just lots of layering. And wherever the photo on the other side showed through, I just put little strips of gold. So it looks like it's backed with gold, but it's really just a little strip back there that covers. And I used the little bows on the, like the bobby pins. And, oh, and then I also used my puncher on the pages, which I really liked. I don't know if you can see that or not. I really like those. So I used those throughout as well, and then backed it with some of the gold glitter paper to show through. And I love that look. I love those punches. I have the hearts and the stars, and I don't know how many more are out there, but I want them all because I really like how they work. So, let's see what you can see. Sorry guys if I'm out of screen. It's been a while since I've done this. Another transparency, and here I just put in a cutout die cut and then a little bow there, which is awesome. And then on this one, I journaled on this one here, and just had a lot of fun with it. Again, there's another punch on the page. Is it puncher on the page? Yeah, I think so. I think it's Martha Stewart, and added that gold in there. And then this is actually an envelope, and so I need to track down the program from the play and whatever else I have, the tickets and stuff, and put those in the envelope. So I got to do that yet. And then I just ended it with this photo of my girls with their makeup on, but it was afterwards, and it was a picture with the sign. So that is the end. So yeah. Really like how that turned out. I hadn't done a mini album in a while and thought that was fun, and I used up quite a bit of the line as well, except for the paper. I use a lot of the embellishments, but that was really fun. So there's my mini album. And then for layouts, I used a mix of lines. I'll try to kind of, if I used more of one line, I'll try to go through, but I may not even remember them at this point. Like I said, I'm tired, and a lot of these are a mixture of lines. So this is a kit. Oops, this is already. You know, I don't even remember where I am with kit love, to be honest with you. I can't remember if I showed this kit or not, but it's a mixture of, no, it's, oh, no, it's, oh, oh, it's a line I hardly ever get to play. I've never, it's, oh, I'm not going to think of it now. It's the line where you have to cut apart, like you get the cards and you have to cut them apart. And I can't think of it now. I'm so sorry. Gosh. Anyway, I think it's mostly all that line except for the letters. And I added in the wood veneers. And this was a Dear Lizzie. And what is it called? Oh my goodness. I used a lot of it on these layouts actually. So I'll think of it. Anyway. So again, this is just couple photos here, and this was a sketch. I think most of these were from the Debbie Hodges site, her scrapbook coach. We sat down and did quite a few of those classes, and so a lot of these are sketches from those. But yeah, just did the photos and layered here, and then did some layering around here, and just a couple things down there. And yeah, so there's that one. Oh, I can't believe I can't remember the name of this paper line. I'm sorry, guys. I hope I'm in frame too. I guess I didn't even... need to go up a little bit. Okay. Can you guys see the whole... Let me smooth this out of the way here. Okay, so this one is... most of it's from the same paper line. But then I did add in, I didn't pack a ton of extra embellishments outside of my kits, and so I really used up some things I've had around for a long time, like these Maya Road camera. I did use up quite a few of those. So I used 2 here. I used a lot of wood veneer. You'll see a lot of the wood veneer because I have so much of it, and I finally just grabbed a whole bunch and made myself use it. I used some washi. I did use an American Craft stamp kind of around the tops, just kind of throughout the layout, just to add some things to the background and splatter mist it, or splattered some mist around, and then just kind of layered some different tags and papers, and yeah, there's that one. Okay, this one is from that same line. It has like purples and pinks. It's really kind of girly and cutesy. And it's driving me absolutely batty that I cannot think of what it's called. Anyway, sorry guys. I know some of you will recognize it right away. These Polaroids came from the line. All the paper is a washi I added in the wood veneers. And I did one of the glitz roller stamps there and there. And I sort of, it's okay. So yeah, this one again is, I think we must have been doing a square thing here, I'm guessing, because that seems to be the common theme in the last couple, or the last 3, was working in a grid. So this one was, it layered differently than I would have as far as with the photos in the base part of the page. It was really fun to try some new things. So there's that. And then this background, these next 2, I used, it's ombre paper from, I think, Making Memories. And I wanted to use that, since this line had purple in it, I wanted to use up some of the purple stuff I had, and scrapbook pictures that had purple in it that I've been waiting for, purple to scrapbook. And so this is an ombre paper from Making Memories. And again, I used some more of those Maya Road cameras. This was a Heidi Swap Mistable that I've had the package for forever, and I finally used up a couple of those. And then I kind of blinged this one up a little bit because of the theme of the layout was fashionista. So yeah, there's that one. And I used there were 2 of each color in the ombre pack, and so I used 2 of each. Or I didn't use 2 of each. I used 2 of the purple, both purple. And here's where I first used my Martha Stewart around the page punch, and I put some purple glitter in the back, and I love that because she has this glitter crown on, and that just really worked out perfectly. So I also used some of this silver glitter paper. I just wanted to use up this glitter paper I'd had around for a while, and so it was fun to play with that. Another Heidi Swap Mistable star there, and then just layered some of the papers from the line. And then these are thickers down here. Let's see, then this one was definitely a design I never would have done on my own. This is a Debbie Hodge design, and just this whole kind of how she did the papers and the columns and the photos. And this was actually using Studio Calico's, what's it called? This I can actually look up pretty easily. Oh, Print Shop. And I think it's all Print Shop, to be honest with you. I think every, except for maybe the Arrow wood veneer, maybe. But the other wood veneers are all from, I think the Arrow and the Heart, maybe, were from other Studio Calico wood veneer packs. But I think these were all from the wood veneer pack that came with that line. And I know the vellum and the flares all came with that line. So except for the letters, those were also just stickers that I had in my stash. So that was a lot of fun to do, definitely different, and I really like how it turned out. I really like the Print Shop line too. Let's see, so this is a mixture of a few different lines. I know there's some Heidi Swap in here. Yeah, there's quite a few different lines here, so I'm not even gonna, I think the Hello Again line, there's some of that in here. This isn't my favorite layout. It didn't turn out or end up how I had envisioned it, but it was following a sketch. And again, I just had my 3 photos, and it's kind of in blocks. I think maybe this is a paper piecing lesson. I don't know how far down you guys can see here, but I did just kept it pretty simple and just kind of did some layering and small amounts of layering on this one. So there's that one. And this one I didn't realize was folded over in my little bag, so it's kind of bent, but it'll be fine in the once it gets in the page protector. So this one was pretty simple, just a strip of paper. I used up my second Dear Lizzie embellishment here. This is the second pack I've used of these. I love these things. I grabbed these on clearance because I like them so much. And sprinkled some flare and heartwood veneers, and then just titled it and splatter misted. And then there is a row of pattern paper up here that yellow matches the yellow down here. So very simple layout, very very cute. I liked how that turned out. So it wasn't bent. And then there's this one here. So I'm trying to get most of it in here. You can see it okay. So here is just 3 strips, and these are just the bottom borders that were cut off from that line that I can't think of what it's called. And just used some wood veneers here, and then did a little cluster up here. I packed some of these camera clips from my stash, and then just did a sticker and a flare and another little piece of this same strip that down here. And so yeah, that was again very simple but very fun layout. So, and this one is just a craft based layout, and again just did some strips down here, and then again I used some more of those Maya Road cameras and some of the stickers from the die cuts. One of the Polaroids I actually used as a little journaling block there. And then I did a cluster down here and a cluster up here. So yeah, pretty simple. This one's a busier page, but I like it. Again, this followed a sketch, and I never follow them completely. I always do different sizes of photos or whatever, but it was, again, like a paper piecing sketch, and so it's a lot of different papers, and it turned out to be a really cute layout. Very busy, but fun. It's a fun layout, so it worked out perfectly. And this is using my Mind's Eye, can't think of which one, which it's one of the newer My Mind's Eye lines. So I think it's all using that paper line. So, okay, sorry about that. I'm sorry, as my brain is so fried, but it's one of my Mind's Eye lines that's fairly new. I can't think of what it's called. So I use that one on this one and on the next one as well. Except the paper is from a paper pad. I think it's a DCWV paper pad I'd gotten from Michael's, but then I think the rest is my Mind's Eye, except for the thickers. And this one was just kind of focused in this bottom half of the page, and just did some embellishment here and here, and then some journaling and titling here, and then another phrase up there. So, if you guys can see it all or not. Okay. And this one is using, it looks like a lot of Heidi Swap. As far as the embellishments, Stars from Studio Calico, and I'm not for sure about the papers and the other stickers. I think it's from a variety of different lines. But I just did these 4 photos and then just kind of embellished around the entire photo section, if you will. Again, pretty simple, very little pattern paper used on this one. It's mostly embellishment, so there's that one. And this one is using Maggie Holmes Flea Market, and just did some larger paper layers. This is really simple, actually. Large paper layers, a little piece here with the title, and then a chipboard, or it's a chipboard, yeah, they're like one of her 3D embellishments, and then some chipboard butterflies, a button, and then one of her gold resins, and that was it. Did some splattering with Heidi Swap Gold Lame, and that one is done. And then here's this one. This is also from that My Mind's no, this is from Flea Market. I'm sorry. This is also from Flea Market. And wish you can see it out here. So this is just, yeah, 2 photos, and then I think it was doing like the L, or like the backwards L. So did the main block here, and then kind of went over this way a little bit with some of the tags and embellishments and stuff. So there's that one. Sorry guys, I'm not going into too much detail there. Pretty self-explanatory. This one I really like a lot, actually. I love this paper. This is all Maggie Holmes again. And here just using 1 photo and just some paper layers. I did put some transparency back here, and they just layered a bunch of her die cuts and stickers and chipboard. And I just love these bows. Are so cute, and I love the splash of gold. And so yeah, and then splattered with, I think, pink ink, which is my favorite. And then this one, it's all Maggie Holmes again as well. And here I just did, again, 1 photo, and I used one of the frames around, and then took some pieces of pattern paper this way, and then just did some embellishing here and here, and I used some of the bows there. So, and I also did some of her vellum paper. I think I maybe used up 1 whole sheet between the mini album and the little pieces I put on the layouts down there. So how that one turned out. And this is from Glitz's Finley line that I initially thought was Christmas line, and then I realized it wasn't, which is totally okay because I still used it as a Christmas line because of this deer. It worked out perfect. And So this one was a lot of fun. It's actually a challenge that we did. We like kind of did what Lane Eamon does, where she picks different things and then we do a random drawing, and so we choose if it's pattern paper, cardstock, how many embellishments or what types of embellishments we could use. And so it was twine, flare or bling, and die cuts were the 3 things we were allowed to use, and so that's what we have on there basically, outside of like your title stickers. So I just pulled this line because it had the flare, you know, the bling with it, and then I had some twine, and that sticker worked perfectly, so for that Christmas feel anyway. And then this one was also a challenge as well as a sketch follow, which both of these were, because part of the challenge was which sketch we were going to follow. But let's see, our challenge was to use borders, I think borders, die cuts, and stickers maybe. I can't remember for sure what the 3 embellishments were, but so I took advantage and used some of the Heidi Swap borders, and just did a couple hearts there and a heart down here just to keep that heart thing going. I have these gold hearts layered underneath here as well, and some stickers. So yeah, there's that one. Alright guys, sorry I'm brain dead tonight. Like I said, it's been a long few weeks. Our kids just went back to school today, and but today was crazy busy. I wasn't even home most of the day, so tomorrow's like my first full day of just being home and by myself, and I can get some things done. I still have some more rearranging and cleaning to do around the house, but hopefully I'll be able to sit down, and I have a few things to catch up on yet. But I really want to get back into scrapbooking here on a regular basis, and so I will hopefully be back and catch up on my Kit Love series. I don't even know where I'm at, to be honest with you. I think I have, I know I just put the bundled up away, and I don't know if I showed you guys the layouts from that or not, but I do have a couple Studio Calico kits to work with, so maybe I'll kind of get into those, although I'm kind of motivated to still work on Christmas stuff because I got my pictures from Christmas, so I might pull one of the new Christmas lines and make a new kit here pretty soon, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, so I will see you guys later, and hope you all have had a Merry Christmas and that you are all having a Happy New Year so far, and we will see you guys soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.